I'm Robin Livingstone, Group Editor at Belfast Media Group. We have a number of titles: Andersonstown News, North Belfast News, South Belfast News and the Irish Echo in New York. The Andersonstown News started in 1972 as a 5p news sheet, which was started up by a number of concerned individuals who weren't seeing what was happening in this community reflected in the existing media because of the politics of the whole thing, of course. And so very quickly that became very popular because there was a massive appetite in the local community for news about what was going on in their area that didn't come through a filter of either London or Dublin outlets. And the Andersonstown News developed from there. I've been working here 37 years. The emergence of the digital age, which we knew back then as the information superhighway, seems a long time ago. It was suggested that newspapers would die very quickly. They've proved incredibly resilient, actually. But there's no doubt that newspaper sales everywhere are going down. There's two ways newspapers are going. Newspapers are either going like that or they're going like that. So they're either going under or they're managing to hang on. So it's hit us and the industry in general hardest in terms of newspaper sales, which is of course a massive part of the business. Don't get me wrong, the Andersonstown News has punched above its weight. It was very much the centre of conflict, and therefore people came to us a lot to get our opinion on what was happening, and they watched the Andersonstown News coverage in terms of wanting to see what happened. It was seen very much as a cockpit of the conflict here. You would love to say that the biggest story that you've ever covered is something to do with fending off world hunger or education or housing or something that's important. The biggest story that we have ever had technically was a couple who changed their names by deed poll to Victoria and David Beckham. It just grew legs and just went to the United States, went to GB, they were on Breakfast News, they were on the Tea Time News, they were over in Europe, they were in America. The story was just massive. But at the end of the day, you don't lose the run of yourself. This is a local weekly newspaper. That's our bread and butter, and that's what we concentrate on. And local newspapers, if they're not part of the community, can't survive. It's not one or the other. They are both interlocked. If a local newspaper isn't plugged into its local community, then it's going to die. And the Andersonstown News always has been.